What about the other way round, which is when we come to the large colon, not going enough? But before we go there, let's have a look at the appendix. The appendix isn't a mistake. Did you know that? The appendix is a very important organ. It has a nickname. It's called the colon's oil can, because what the appendix does, it lubricates the contents that come out so they can pass with ease through the colon. The appendix also releases antibacterial fluid. So if what's coming out of the small intestine is toxic, it can release fluid there to calm it down. Why would it come out of here toxic? Definitely it's always toxic on a meat diet. You see, dogs' digestive tract is about 1.5 meters long, and they're meat eaters. It's in and out quickly. Whereas human beings, it's about 8.5 meters long. So by the time it's getting down here, it's putrefying. See, this is a warm environment. You just put meat in a warm environment overnight, what's happening to it? It's going bad. Yes, there are enzymes in there that are breaking it down. Yes, that is happening, because lots of people eat meat and they're not dead. So if someone does want to eat meat, they really have to pack it out with a lot of vegetables to get it through without it poisoning them. Another problem with meat is there's no fibre, and so it easily can get caught in these little pockets. Another reason why if someone chooses to eat meat, it must be with a lot of vegetables to move it through. Now if a person's eating meat, that food's putrefying, and if they have a steak, say, and ice cream for dessert, that sugar feeds that putrefaction process. So what's coming out here is pretty bad. Now if what's coming out here is constantly bad, that appendix starts to overwork and it starts to swell. You've heard of people getting appendicitis. It's usually just poor old appendix is just overworked. So what this colon needs, and we looked at that a little bit today, it needs fibre. Your vegetables are your highest fibre food. Vegetables are high in fibre, high in minerals, low in sugars. Whereas fruit is high in fibre, but it's high in sugars and low in minerals. So your healing foods are more your vegetable foods. One of the main functions of the colon is to take water out, so stools are formed. So it's very important to drink adequate water so your colon doesn't have to take too much water out to form the stools. So what happens if a person is only going once a day? How can they encourage their colon to go more? Choose a high fibre diet. Make sure they're well hydrated, make sure they're exercising. What if they're doing all of that and they're still only going once a week? And I've met some people that are. Or usually when they start that, they'll start going at least 3 times a week. The cells in our body develop habits. And often the colon has developed a habit. So it's actually, even though you're doing everything right, it's in the habit of not going. So there are herbs that'll revive colon function. And the herb tea mix that we are serving you, we call it colon tea, because these herbs specifically, directly affect the function of the colon. And this is the recipe: 1 part cascara, 2 part licorice, and 3 part buckthorn. Licorice is a root, and buckthorn and cascara are barks. So they all need a gentle simmer. So of that mix, you mix it together in a jar, and the recipe is 1 teaspoon of these herbs to 1 cup of water. And then there is a gentle simmer. And you would simmer them for, say, 10 minutes. And the dose is, most people, 1 cup a night will do. If a person's a bit more frequent, half a cup at night. Only in about 3 cases have I ever met people that would need 3 cups a day.